Hello guys, in this video we will take a look at questions 32 through 50 for test number 1 from the year 2003 and 2004. Question 32. Find the slope of the line 2x equal to 5y plus 2. Let's write the equation in the standard form. The standard form of the equation is y is equal to mx plus b, where m, which is the coefficient of x, is the slope of the line. So the equation that we have is 2x equal to 5y plus 2. So I'll subtract 2 from both sides, and what we get is 5y equal to 2x minus 2. Because I want the coefficient of y as 1, so I will divide both sides of this equation by 5. So when I do that, what I get is y is equal to 2/5 x minus 2 by 5. Now let's compare this equation with the standard form of the equation y is equal to mx plus b. So clearly m in this case is equal to 2 over 5. So that would be our answer. So looks like none of the first 4 choices matches with 2/5. So we will select E as the answer. Question 33. Find the perimeter of the semicircle. So in this semicircle, what's given is that this length over here is equal to 20. So what that means is that the diameter of the circle is 20. That means the radius is 10. So R is equal to 10. Now the perimeter of this semicircle is basically the length from this point all the way to the other point and the length along the diameter over here. So that's the question. We know that the perimeter of a circle is 2 pi times the radius. Since this is a semicircle, the perimeter in this case will be equal to 1/2 of 2 pi r. So that's equal to pi r. Now we need to add the diameter to this perimeter because they are asking for the perimeter of this entire semicircle. So we will add 2 times the radius, which is nothing but 20 in this case, to pi r. So pi times radius, which is 10, plus 2 times 10. So we can rewrite this as, we can take 10 common and we can write pi plus 2 inside the parentheses. So the answer is 10 times pi plus 2. So the choice that we have doesn't match with 10 times pi plus 2, so we will select E as the answer in this case as well. Question 34. Find the product of all the prime numbers between 1 and 10. So let's make a list of all the prime numbers. So the prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, and 7. So if we take the product of these 4 prime numbers, 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 5 is 30, and 30 times 7 is 210. So D is the correct answer. Question 35. Find the area of the trapezoid. Now the area of a trapezoid is equal to 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Height is nothing but the perpendicular distance between the two bases. So let's say 25 is base 1 and 17 is base 2. So h is equal to 10 in this case. So let's plug the numbers. So half times 25 plus 17, which is 42, times the height, which in this case is 10. So 42 divided by 2 is 21. So 21 times 10 is equal to 210. So the answer is C. Question 36, 1/4 percentage in the form of a fraction. So 1/4% is 1/4 divided by 100, right? So which is nothing but 100 over 1. So we can rewrite this as 1/4 multiplied by 1 over 100. So this gives 1 over 400 as the answer. So C is the correct answer. Question 37. The seventh triangular number is, so seventh triangular number can be found by adding numbers from 1 to all the way to 7. That will give us the seventh triangular number. Now the sum of consecutive numbers is n times n plus 1 divided by 2, where n is the number of numbers. So in this case n is 7, so it will be 7 times 7 plus 1, which is 8 divided by 2. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, so 7 times 4 is 28. So the answer is A, which is 28. Question 38. Given triangle ABC, with angle A equal to 45 degrees and the measure of angle B equal to 1/5 of the measure of angle C. So let's draw this triangle. So here's the triangle A, B, and C. Angle A is equal to 45 degrees, so this is given as 45 degrees. Angle B is equal to 1/5 of the measure of angle C. So let's assume that angle C is equal to x degrees. So angle B will be 1/5 of x, which is nothing but x divided by 5. So we have to find the measure of angle C, which is nothing but x. We know that the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So that means 45 plus x over 5 plus x is equal to 180 degrees. So we can subtract 45 from both sides. So this will give us 135 on the right side, and this will cancel. X plus x over 5 is nothing but 6 over 5 times x. So now we are interested in this x. So what we can do, we can cross multiply. So 6x times 1 is 6x. That's equal to 5 times 135. And then we can divide both sides by 6 to find x. So if you divide 135 by 6, you don't get an integer, so you will basically get, so let's divide both sides by the numerator and denominator by 3, so we get 2 over here, and then this is 45. So 45 times 5 is 225. 225 divided by 2 is 112.5 degrees. So the answer will be D, 112.5. Question 39. What's the answer to this expression? 2 times 3 plus 5 minus 4 squared times 3 divided by 4, and then minus of minus 2. We have to be very careful in these type of questions. The sequence of operations is extremely important. So 2 times 3 is 6. So this is 6 over here, and then plus 5, and then minus 4 square times 3. 4 square is 16. 16 times 3 is 48 divided by 4, and then minus of minus 2 is plus 2. So 48 divided by 4 is 12. So now we can just calculate this. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 minus 12 is minus 1, and minus 1 plus 2 is 1. So B is the correct answer. Question 40, solve this expression. So basically we need to solve for x over here. So we have minus 4 over 3 times x minus 3 equal to minus 12. So in order to isolate x on one side, we need to first get rid of minus 4 over 3. So one way we can get rid of this is we can divide both sides by minus 4 over 3. So when we do that, on the left side we get x minus 3, and on the right side we have minus 12 divided by minus 4 over 3. So let's take care of the right side first. So this is minus 12 times minus 3 over 4. So we know that minus times minus is plus, so I'll just cancel this minus sign. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have x minus 3 equal to 9. So in order to find the value of x, we can remove minus 3 from the left side by adding 3 on both sides. So minus 3 plus 3 cancels. So x is equal to 9 plus 3, which is 12. So B is the correct answer. Question 41. Two cars leave a house at the same time, traveling in opposite directions. So basically, let's say this is the point, and from where the cars leave in opposite direction. So first car is moving in this direction, and the other car is moving in the other direction. Now one car is traveling at 30 miles an hour. So let's assume that the first car, which is this car, is moving at 30 miles per hour in the right direction. The other car is traveling at 40 miles per hour. So this car, which is car number 2, is moving at 40 miles per hour. So the question is, how long will it take for the cars to be 17 and 1/2 miles apart? So let's say that time that it would take for the cars to be 17.5 miles apart is t hours, right? So after t hours, we know that, let's say the first car is at this point and the second car is at this point. We know that in t hours, this distance, the total distance covered by the cars, is 17.5 miles. So the distance that is covered by the first car is this, and this distance is equal to 30 times t. The distance traveled by the second car is from this point to this point, and that's equal to 40 times t. So that total distance is equal to 17.5, and we need to solve for t. So 70t is equal to 17.5 miles. So we can divide both sides by 70, and so we get t is equal to 17.5 divided by 70. So this will give us the time in hours. So when I look at the answer, the answers are, the choices are given in minutes. So in order for us to convert hours into minutes, we will multiply both sides, we'll just multiply the numerator by 60. So we can divide numerator and denominator by 10, and let's see if 17.5 can be divided by 7. So 7 times 2 is 14 and the remainder is 3.5. So 7 times 0.5 is 3.5. So 2.5 times 6. So that gives us 15. So 15 minutes is the answer. So A is the correct choice. Question 42. Chris's savings account contains $84 more than his younger sister's account. Together they have $836. Find the amount in Chris's account. So let's say Chris's sister's account has X dollars. So Chris will have X plus $84. So when we add both these accounts, the total is 836. So that means X plus 84 is equal to 836. So 2x plus 84 is equal to 836. So we can subtract 84 from both sides. So that will give us 2x is equal to 752. And we can divide both sides by 2 to find x. So x will be equal to 37 and 6, 376. So that will give us the value of younger sister's account. Now Chris's savings account has $84 more than x. So we need to add 84 to 376. That will give us $460. So C is the correct answer for question 42. Question 43, simplify this expression. So minus 2x cubed whole square times 2x square, and we have to take the cube of that. So minus 2x cubed times minus 2x cubed times 2x square times 2x square times 2x square. That's what this expression means. So minus times minus is plus, and then 2 times 2 is 4, and x cubed times x cubed, whenever the bases are same, we add the exponents. So what we'll get is 4x to the power 6 for this times this. For the next three, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, and again because the bases are same, we can simply add the exponents. So this will be x 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 6 again. Now 4 times 8 is equal to 32, and then once again because the bases are same, we can add the exponents. So this is x, 6 plus 6 is nothing but 12. So the answer is 32 times x to the power 12. So D is the correct answer. Question 14, find the product of 2k minus 5y times 2k plus 5y. So if you know the formula a minus b times a plus b, that's equal to a squared minus b squared. So in this case, a is 2k and b is 5y. So the answer in this case will be 2k squared minus 5y squared. So 2k squared is 4k squared minus 25y squared. So it looks like D is the correct answer. Question 45, simplify this expression. So the numerator over here is x squared minus 64, which is nothing but x squared minus 8 squared. The denominator can be factorized as x squared minus 8x minus 2x plus 16. So x squared minus 8 squared is like a squared minus b squared. which is nothing but a minus b times a plus b. So I will write this as x minus 8 times x plus 8. The denominator, we can take x common in the first two terms, and what we get is x minus 8, and then we can take minus 2 common in the next two terms, so we'll write minus 2, and then we get x minus 8. So what this is equal to is x minus 8 times x plus 8 divided by x minus 2 times x minus 8. So because you take x minus 8 common, and what you get is x minus 2. So if you look at this expression carefully, there is x minus 8 term in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So you can cancel that since it's multiplied with x minus 2 in the denominator and it's multiplied with x plus 8 in the numerator. So you can cancel x minus 8 and x minus 8, and what's remaining is x plus 8 divided by x minus 2. So the answer is A, x plus 8 divided by x minus 2. Question 46, divide this expression. So this is a square minus 25 divided by 5. So I can multiply this by the reciprocal of the second expression. So I will write this as 5a over a plus 5. So once again, if you look at this expression carefully, a square minus 25 is nothing but a square minus 5 square. So again, this is of the form a square minus b square. So we can write this as a minus 5 times a plus 5. So if I write this as a minus 5 times a plus 5, and then I have times 5a divided by 5, and then I have a plus 5 over here. So I can, again, because a plus 5 is being multiplied in the numerator as well as in the denominator, I can cancel a plus 5, and then 5 divided by 5 is 1, so I can cancel that, and then what's remaining is a times a minus 5. So if I use the distributive property of multiplication, what I'll get is a times a is a squared, and a times minus 5 is minus 5a. So a squared minus 5a is the answer. So D is the correct answer. Question 47, 5 to the power minus 2 is equal to what? So 5 to the power minus 2 means 1 divided by 5 to the power 2. So which is nothing but 1 divided by 25. So 1 divided by 25 is equal to 0.04. And the reason for this is, so 1 by 25, if you multiply by 100 and divide by 100, what you will get is 100 divided by 25 is 4, and 4 divided by 100 is 0.04. So D is the correct answer. Question 48. A card is drawn from a standard deck of playing cards. Find the probability that the card will be an ace or a king. So the probability that the card is going to be an ace, so there are 4 aces, so the probability that it's going to be ace is 4 divided by 52. Then the probability that the card is going to be a king is also 4 divided by 52, because there are 4 kings. So because there is an OR over here, we add 4 by 52 to 4 by 52. So this is the probability of getting ace, and this is the probability of getting a king. So the probability of getting ace or king is the sum of these two probabilities. So 4 divided by 52 is 1 over 13. So we add 1 over 13 to 1 over 13, and that's equal to 2 over 13. So the answer is A. Question 49, solve for x and y. So these are known as simultaneous equations, and one way to solve these is to eliminate one of the variables, either x or y. So what we can do is we can multiply the first expression, let's say by 3, and that way we can eliminate x. So what we get is 3x plus 3y equal to 9, and then the second equation is 3x minus 5y equal to 17. So you can subtract the second equation from the first equation. So this will be minus, this will be plus, and this will be minus. So 3x minus 3x is 0, and 3y plus 5y is 8y, and then 9 minus 17 is minus 8. So 8y is equal to minus 8, so divide both sides by 8. So y is equal to minus 1, and now you can plug y equal to minus 1 in any one of these equations. Let's plug it in the first one. So we have x minus 1, so instead of y I'm substituting minus 1, that's equal to 3, so add 1 on both sides, so x is equal to 4. So the answer is 4 comma minus 1, so that will be B. Question 50, simplify 3 times square root 54 plus 2 times square root 6. So 3 times square root 54. So what's 54? 54 is 9 times 6, and then 2 times square root 6. And 9 can be further factorized as 3 times 3 and times 6. And then this is 2 times square root 6. So we can take one of the 3's out, and we get 3 times 3 square root 6 plus 2 square root 6. So that's equal to 9 square root 6 plus 2 square root 6. So now we can simply add them. So this will be equal to 11 square root 6. So B is the correct answer.